Welcome to the 50/50 SYNC timeline. Meet the managing directors of 50/50 SYNC, Rod Douglas, David Lachana and Michael Snowden. They've all spent many years working to improve the personal development of thousands of children and young people. Their company 50/50 SYNC has created an app called 50/50 Lab. Lab stands for Learning, Attainment and Behaviour. The successful app helps children and young people embed character skills, attributes and values. This helps them to improve in school, at home with their families, and can also help improve their personal development if they attend local clubs. This timeline video will show you the journey of 50/50 SYNC. The foundation of the successful work started back in 1999. Rod worked as a sports development officer and set up a program for young people attending the local Education Other Than at School, or EOTAS program. David was employed by Rod in 2003 as a sports coach mentor. He undertook specialist work at the pupil referral unit with pupils who were at high risk of permanent exclusion from their school. David created various systems and programs that successfully helped them to stay in school and improve academically. One tool he created was called the Behaviour Diary, which enabled pupils to be daily acknowledged, praised and rewarded for their efforts. The self-reflection process significantly impacted the students' character and attitude. Rod and David continued to create effective mentoring systems designed to raise pupils' confidence and self-esteem. After many years fine-tuning the successful mentoring programs and systems, David started to realise that it was more difficult to support the pupils at this later stage in their life. For some, it was almost too little too late. So in 2005, David entered the primary school sector to provide earlier intervention. David created the 50/50 Sports Mentoring Program, which operated across break and lunch times and during after-school clubs. The successful program was launched in several local primary schools, targeting children who needed additional support and helping them to integrate with the rest of the school. 50/50 became the slogan for the program with the ethos, meeting each other halfway. The educational diaries evolved to become 50/50 behaviour and learning development contracts for those pupils needing additional support. The new 50/50 contract system improved communication between pupil, mentor, teacher and parent carers. The program supported pupils who were known for poor behaviour. However, through the program, there was notable change in the pupil's character. Other pupils in the school expressed their desire to be part of the 50/50 program, so David extended the program to accommodate all pupils in the school, as well as creating peer mentor roles for the pupils who were showing exemplary behaviour in the classroom. These pupils were given additional responsibilities during break time, lunchtime and after school. During break and lunch times, popular activities such as football matches were previously problematic and often banned in some schools, so David introduced a new competitive and constructive points system. The new system awarded teams up to 3 points for displaying positive attitude, up to 2 points for displaying good teamwork, and 1 point for a win or a draw. The children started to develop a different mindset and improved in their attitude towards the activities and each other. It made an incredible difference. The peer mentors officiated the matches and gave points to teams based on their application of positive character skills. More recognition was given to pupils displaying good character skills, and this shifted the focus from the more able players to those showing good leadership qualities. Pupils who were more academically gifted but who lacked confidence and ability in sport were now confidently joining in the activities. As a result, inclusion was significantly improved, incidents were reduced, and pupils were in a positive frame of mind and ready to learn. Time and again, children stated that they preferred playing football and other sports within the 50/50 framework. The program had changed the way that football was viewed and played in the schools. Not only were pupils learning and embedding character skills during the 50/50 programs, but it was repeatedly noted that they were applying and demonstrating these positive character attributes in other environments and settings without a 50/50 mentor present. Several FA qualified PE teachers and other team leaders commented on the stark improvement in their teams and acknowledged that they were having better learning outcomes and match results than they had previously been able to produce. In 2008, Managing Director Michael Snowden joined the company, having previously managed a small business called Jumbo Crayon, which created websites and web-based applications. Michael's background was in media and communications technology, and he started to use technology to enhance and evidence 50/50's programs. The directors also launched the Mentor Trainee program for older pupils in secondary school who came back to help 50/50. The focus was to help prepare these young people to improve their further education and employment opportunities. The directors started to work on the quality and branding of the company. They felt that the name 50/50 Sports Mentoring had to change for two reasons. Firstly, the company was always perceived as a sports coaching company, although sports activities were simply used by 50/50 as learning platforms. And secondly, the term mentoring gave the connotation of a pupil relying solely on another individual. 50/50 created a points-based system that helped young people to self-evaluate and improve their own personal development. The company was skilling young people using its points-based framework and networking its users through technology. This led to the creation of a new acronym, SYNC, which stands for Skilling Youth, Networking Communities. It was also felt that the company now had a social responsibility, as it was positively affecting the lives of young people and had the potential to reach and impact many more. Becoming a social enterprise or community interest company would allow for better collaboration, community networking, and a fresh new look and concept for the business. In November 2011, 50/50 Sports Mentoring Limited changed its name to 50/50 SYNC CIC and registered as a community interest company. The directors also registered the technology-based company Jumbo Crayon Limited, which would provide media, communications and technology services in support of 50/50 SYNC. In 2013, 50/50 SYNC moved into its new learning centre in Langley Slough. From the Learning Centre, 50/50 launched its brand new intensive mentoring provision, which supports mainstream and special school pupils who are at risk of exclusion and those with additional social, emotional and mental health needs. In 2014, 50/50 SYNC announced the launch of the newly digitalised version of its points-based system. The name of the new web and mobile interface was 50/50 Lab. LAB stands for Learning, Attainment, Behaviour. 50/50 Lab enables every child to be scored on character skills in every activity, at school, at clubs and at home. It provides the means to work with more children, parent carers and professionals in education. After almost 2 decades of refining and evolving its systems, 50/50 SYNC had finally packaged all of its methods and tools into an engaging and scalable online interface that can support every child throughout their school and home life. It's commonly known in schools that children with additional learning and behaviour needs receive more attention, acknowledgement, praise and reward for displaying positive behaviour. Also, the children who excel in their behaviour and learning, and those described as gifted and talented, also receive more attention, acknowledgement and praise for their accomplishments in class or their sporting achievements. But there is a larger group of children in the middle who neither require additional support, yet aren't described as gifted or talented. They simply attend school every day. These children can simply coast through their whole school life with very little attention, acknowledgement, praise or reward. Many of us can relate to this middle group and feel that if we had received additional support and direction during our school life, we could have achieved a lot more academically and otherwise. 50/50 Lab provides the solution to this problem. Through 50/50 Lab, every child benefits in the following ways. They are taught how to understand and apply character skills in every aspect of their life. They are helped to increase their enthusiasm, appreciation and responsibility towards everyday tasks and activities. They are provided with a clear pathway to success in their own personal development. They are given the tools needed to continually self-evaluate and make better informed choices. They are acknowledged, praised and rewarded through virtual awards and certificates and through short and long-term goals. They practice responsibility through key roles as lab learners, lab workers and lab leaders. They are made to feel included and socially mobile despite their demographics and level of learning and attainment. They are given a sense of belonging in a community-based positive peer environment. They are engaged in a long-term and consistent learning platform. 50/50 Lab is helping young people to be more employable by equipping them with the attitude and aptitude needed to successfully learn, work and lead in their communities. 50/50 Lab. Ready to learn, ready to work.